Welcome, people, or should I say, people welcome. I don't like to exclude people, so I'll never say dear brothers and sisters. I'll rather say dear people, because for me to say dear brothers and sisters, you're excluding everyone that thinks they are not Christian, that thinks they are Christian, that thinks they are somewhere in life, whatever. But let's get into the topic of the topic. Masturbation. Now, according to the South African accent, it's master, not master, but master, passion or passion or whatever. I can't get that accent correctly from Bold Existence or Bold X whatever ministries. But yeah, masturbation. I did my testimony of a confession of a testimony here on YouTube. And if you take a look at my videos and listen carefully, I might come across to be a sexually inclined person, but really I'm not all that for sex. Or let me say, if I compare myself to other people in the world, I'm not sexual at all. But yeah, I'm 50 years of age, don't have any teeth, so I'm beyond the age of dating. I'm not made for dating anymore. Body is getting older, whatever. But in my teens and my early 20s, that was before internet, when you still had to go and buy a Playboy magazine or Hustler magazine or whatever to be able to look at the nudity of women or look at the nudity of people or whatever. Now, coming down to it, I didn't need those things to masturbate. I didn't need sexual thoughts to masturbate. Yeah, you always have sexual thoughts. Yeah, the Bible says, if you go and read certain verses in the Bible and certain chapters in the Bible, we need to fight against the evil and wicked thoughts inside ourselves. So each and every person does have wickedness and evil within themselves, Christian or not. You do have those thoughts. If you say, yeah, but I'm reborn again, then you haven't read the Bible yet, my dear people. You can be reborn 10 times over. And the Bible still states we need to fight against the wicked and evil thoughts that we got as a human race, as human beings. So till the day you die, you'll have wicked and evil thoughts that you need to fight against and stand against and prevent the thoughts from coming into action. But yeah, so the best of people in this world, the best, highest believing Christians, has got wickedness and evil inside themselves. Oops! Now, according to my videos, testimony videos, I mentioned that at the age of 20, I can't really recall now, but yeah, give or take 20, 21, 19 years of age. Went to a bar, well, coffee shop more than a bar, because I like a nice Irish coffee or a Kahlua coffee or Tia Maria coffee. It's a bit of alcohol inside the coffee, bit of liquor. I'm not an alcoholic. I dislike alcoholism since the age of 19. Before that, I was drunk under a bridge, passed out, skipping school at the age of 16. So I did have my liquor in my life, but I cut it out. At the age of 19, I said, God, I would like to experience your second coming. So if God doesn't come in my life, am I going to be angry towards God because he didn't return in my lifetime? Who knows? Maybe on my deathbed then I'll say, but God, you said after 2,000 years you'll return and you haven't returned. One of those things. And God returning like a thief at night, no one would know the hour or the day, meaning you have to be 100% sober all the time. Otherwise, if you're not going to be sober, how are you going to experience the return of Christ? But yeah, it's going off topic. Masturbation. Now, in my 20s, went for a nice coffee, sundowner, whatever. Red-headed girl with big breasts. Said, no, she wants to get to know me. So yeah, went to another coffee shop or bar or nightclub or whatever, and I chatted. At the end of the day, she only wanted sex from me because I was kind of good looking. Had all my teeth, long hair, kind of looked doable. But yeah, mentioned to her that I enjoyed nature more than society, and she said, oh no, let's go up this mountain pass, Gordon's Bay, Lovers Lane. Went up there, parked the car, watched the scenery, and then she got on top of me and disrobed herself. And then I couldn't do anything because my mind was set in another place. My mind wasn't set on this. I mean, what? She's sitting on top of me and I say, oh no, what now? Couldn't react. Physically I couldn't react. My thoughts when she was at that stage was, God, if this is all that women want, sorry, I cannot give it. Meaning I'm not a sexual person, but yeah, that night changed me to a certain effect where the internet came along and there's porn on the internet, free porn, you don't need any money, nothing. So for years on end, I watched porn. I'm slowly dissipating from that, but yeah. Now if you say that's typical being a man, that's not Christian at all. Should I take you back to King Solomon, 77 wives and 1,000 strange women? Strange woman translated to today's wording is escorts. And he was a man that had the wisdom of God. Now, if you want to tell me masturbation is biblical and unbiblical and not biblical and not Christian-like, then why do we have a book in the Bible from a sex pervert, King Solomon? 77 wives. If he can be that sexual, why can't we be that sexual? If he can be that sexual and be seen as a man of God, why can't we be sexual and be called, yep, that's a man of God. Yep, that's a solid man of God. Now, the reason I'm trying to come down to is when I was younger and I was kind of in a dating scene, could date woman, romantic relationship, whatever. Before I went on a date, I used to masturbate to get rid of the sexual tension, so that I'm not sexually inclined while on the romantic date, so that I'm fully mind open, fully in control with my mind and not operating on my hormones, being decent and respectful towards women mainly while on a date. Now you say, oh, we shouldn't masturbate. Masturbate is ungodly, it's unbiblical. It's not biblical at all. So we need to be fully on our hormones while going on a date with a woman. Sorry, but I'll rather be decent and respectful and treat a woman as a lady than rather of being all horny and disrespecting a woman and not treating her as a proper lady. So all these ministries that says, oh, masturbation. If King Solomon can have 77 wives and enjoy himself, so that he can rule Israel, so that he can be king, then why can't we? I'm doing this video because I disagree, or my viewpoint is different from what most people say Christians should be, or what Christians should be like. So in many regards, the Bible has been added to and removed from already. It's not 100% accurate. It's maybe 88% or 90% accurate, but it's not 99% accurate. It's not 100% accurate, because it's been added to and removed from already. You compare the Geneva version with King James version, with New International Version, with Amplified Version, with this version, with that version, with this and that version, and you'll notice that it's been added to and removed from already. I assume and presume that the Geneva version is the most accurate. It's got more books than any other version of the Bible. And it's in the Geneva version, it says the fight doesn't go about flesh and blood. The fight goes about principles of governments, principles of organizations, principles of churches, principles of groups of people. Go and read the Geneva version. And get the crux of what actually should have been written in any other translation. So in many ways, if you say, oh, masturbation is masturbation, masturbation is unbiblical and if I feel like getting rid of my hormones so that I don't come across sexually while on a date with a woman, to be in self-control while on a date, if I cannot do that, then I'm ungodly. But if I'm allowed to do it so that I can be decent in public and respectful towards the lady while on a date, then I'm godly. Biblical or not.